Hola! Welcome to my little hiking show. I'm Kevin, and man, I could not have picked a nicer day. This is a beautiful location too. Incidentally, we're only 2.1 miles from the Kardashian compound. Yeah, it's just 3 miles down that way. In fact, if the wind is blowing just right, we might just catch a waft of Kylie Jenner's new line of perfume, Cosmic Kylie Jenner Intense. Yeah, that's notes of pear, pink pepper, and lavender. Which Kardashian do you think would do well on my hike, and which one do you think would not do well at all? They would be struggling, and they would be sorry. You can leave a comment. I've already hiked with Caitlyn Jenner a couple years ago. Check it out on my YouTube channel. My favorite question to ask her was, Caitlyn, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change? Funny answer, man. Check it out. Check it out. Not to change the subject, but I got my marching orders and my hiking orders. So grab your Kylie signature scent and get your big old butt into gear, and why don't we go take a hike? Chugging along off my port side today is an uber successful comedian, and he will probably never be your Uber driver. Although he does have a new series out now called The Cars That Drove Us. My friends, he's one of the most commercially successful touring comedians in the world. He's a global powerhouse. I mean, he's selling out these huge arenas. Oh, and dude, he's got this huge posse he travels with. Walter, Peanut, Ahmed, Jose Jalapeno, and that's just to name a few. That's right, today we're going to be joining the masterful, talented Jeff Dunham.
You didn't tell me there was going to be water.
I'm sorry about that.
I bought these hiking boots that aren't waterproof.
Oh man, careful man, careful.
Okay.
Careful.
How many times have you fallen in the middle of taping?
Several times actually. Jeff, you pulled up in a big old truck, and I wasn't sure what you're going to show up in. Right. Because, you know, I know you got a bunch of cars, you collect cars, right, which we'll get to in a minute. But yeah, I thought maybe a Hummer or something. You have the biggest collection, not just cars, but weird cars, right? Yeah,
there's I describe it as if you're looking at music on someone's iPhone or iPod. It's like I bet you have a little bit of everything. Yeah. I bet you have some classical. I bet you even have some rap on there. I bet you some rock and roll. So that's the way the car collection is.
It's funny, you know, a lot of comedians that become very successful. I'm not saying you're successful, no, but a lot of comedians, they just love cars. I guess as kids they love cars, like, you know, Leno and Seinfeld, and Tom Segura collects cars, and Fluffy. You know, Gabriel Iglesias collects Volkswagen buses.
Sure. Back when I was in college, I was flying radio-controlled helicopters, and then somebody pointed out to me that there was a company that built kits for real helicopters. And so, you're laughing.
Gotta be safe.
Okay, well, for 30 years, I built and flew experimental two-seater helicopters.
That you built?
Oh, yeah. And so I was, in 1986, I was the company's youngest builder pilot. I was 24 years old and built my first helicopter knowing nothing. And built it in a barn in Waco, Texas. And
like the Wright brothers.
You know, yeah, I guess. Except I flew further than 110 feet or whatever it was.
Oh my God.
So I did that for years and years. And in fact, when I moved to California, I had a Nissan Pathfinder, $4,000, and an experimental helicopter on a trailer behind me.
Wow.
And yeah, I drove out here in '88.
How big was the helicopter?
It's a little two-seater, so you know.
But you could squeeze like 4 in there, right?
Well, yeah, with dummies, yeah. So yeah, I did that for years and years, and of course I built the helicopter, so I learned a lot.
Well, we have something in common.
What's that?
I worked in a helicopter factory for 2 years.
Which one?
Sikorsky helicopters.
What'd you do?
In Connecticut. I refurbished the blades.
Wow, that's a job.
And I think it was so long ago, I think some of them were coming back from Vietnam all shot up.
Wow.
But maybe they were sitting around for a while. But yeah, I go in there and I put the mask on and I was sanding them. Did that for 2 years.
That's pretty great.
And then one day my foreman came up to me, he goes, "What's a young guy like you doing working in a place like this?" He goes, I said, well, I'm just saving some money to pay off my loan and go travel in Europe. And he goes, "That's what I said 20 years ago."
Oh no.
So I quit like a week later.
That's a long way down, by the way.
I almost fell.
Where are we?
I know you collect the cars, but do you have any other hobbies?
You know, so I have a tour bus.
Yeah.
And Audrey, my wife, and I were on the tour bus together for 8 years before our twin boys came along. And so my hobby was just us being together, having fun. We were together 24/7. She would literally sit backstage, listen to the show,
Wow.
come back, and she would say, and we'd talk about different jokes and new bits, and it was fantastic. Then the boys came along, and now she's a stay-at-home.
Ruined it all. They ruined it all.
No, it didn't ruin it all. It changed it all. So now she's back at home. I'm on the bus alone, and most people don't know this, but because I do 2.5 hours on stage, or 2:15 on stage.
Wow, that's a lot.
So it's me and a dummy. So it's me. I never let 3 seconds go by that there isn't a voice. I have to, it's like a singer. I have to have vocal rest for 21 hours a day.
I'm sure.
So I sit on the bus, alone, on the tour bus, not talking to anybody on the phone, not talking to anybody in person. So what happens with that idle time? I'm either writing jokes or I'm on frickin' eBay.
Buying puppets.
Another connection to you that you don't know about, Audrey grew up in Norco, which is a lovely town.
In Mexico. Oh, Norco, not Narco, okay.
So she moved to Los Angeles when her parents moved to Texas, and she was, I think, barely a teenager, maybe in her early 20s.
Yeah.
And she was so excited because she was going to be an actress, and the first celebrity she saw when moving to Hollywood was you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What a bad entry.
Yeah, it was great. She said she was walking out of a CVS pharmacy, and walking in, and you were walking out, and you were very nice. You said hi. Just said
I
hi.
remember her now.
Of course. Do you get that every once in a while?
Yeah.
Where somebody will say, hey, I was at your show in Minneapolis 8 years ago,
Of course,
and
you
I
know what
had
that's
on a
like.
green shirt, and,
Yeah.
and you talked to me. Do you remember that? You know, this is, I don't like saying this because younger folks go, how are you? But
Yeah.
I was the opening act multiple occasions for Bob Hope,
Wow.
Milton Berle, and George Burns.
You would have been the perfect opening act. You should open for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? You kind of do open for yourself. You
Yeah.
come out and do stand-up.
I used to have an opening act, but then I realized I
gotta be
would
honest.
rather do my own stand-up.
You don't need the dummies. You just do stand-up.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh, let's go up there. I've been up there before.
So Milton Berle was pretty great. This is when I was in college. I was opening for all these guys. And he comes to me and he goes, you're the ventriloquist, right? I said, yeah. He goes, I wrote some jokes for you. I'm like, what?
No.
And Milton Berle handed me a page of handwritten jokes that he'd written on the plane. And of course, they were the hackiest hack.
Who did he steal them from?
Exactly. And to this day, I'm still looking for that piece of paper.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't that suck? I had Kurt Cobain sign an unauthorized biography of him, and now I can't find it. I think somebody stole it.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, forget personal life.
Yeah.
What was your favorite time in the career that if you could push a button and go back for a day, you'd do it?
You know what? Out of everything I've done,
Yep.
The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
How many times were you on it as a guest?
You know what? I don't even know.
Whoa.
Some people know exactly how many times they're on.
Right?
Like Tom Dreesen when I said, yeah, babe, I did it 127. I'm on my 127th time on the Tonight Show. I don't know, but that was the best.
So you were on there more than 20 times?
No,
No?
I was on there maybe 7 times.
Right.
I think Johnny got mad at me because I didn't know he had a DUI.
Oops.
And during the holidays, around Christmas, my opening line was, I'm getting ready for the holidays. I've been doing a lot of drinking and driving. And I don't really remember being a guest with him anymore.
Wow. Well, you know, okay, you remember his, Johnny's son died, a photographer?
Yeah.
And he accidentally drove off a cliff. I guess
Yeah.
they say he was maybe filming something or
Oh.
taking pictures while he was driving.
Oh man, that's probably, you know,
Yep.
this is pretty up here.
And the
Ooh.
good thing, neither one of us are out of breath. That's great.
Well, speak for yourself.
This is really nice. So what happens if a bear comes along?
I'd be more worried about a snake.
Okay. So you grew up knowing Johnny Carson as the late night host.
Yeah, I mean, that was the guy.
Yeah.
And if you're a comic, once you do that show, it validates you as a stand-up.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, once you did that show and you did well, your career was off and running.
Yeah, yeah. Look at this cool little canopy in here.
Yeah, I think hooligans stay back here.
Oh, this is awesome, man.
This is great. Look, there's a pentagram on the rock.
It's kind of getting scarier, man.
We could worship something here.
There's not a lot of ventriloquists out there, which is kind of cool because you guys will always work. But I remember coming on the scene and there was Waylon and Madam. And
yeah, Waylon Flowers and Madam, sure.
Yeah, Waylon Flowers and Madam. And there was also Willie Tyler and Lester.
Yep.
It's always the three names, isn't it? It's the three names, except for Jeff Dunham. And,
yeah, and you know, there's a good reason that there aren't many out there. It's because people think, well, I'm going to learn the skill of ventriloquism. Okay, now I've learned to talk without moving my lips. Now I have a dummy. Now I'm in show business.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's like being a magician and buying a bunch of magic tricks and going, now I'm in show business. No, you have to practice. You have to learn to entertain. And as a comic, you got to learn to be funny.
I know. Is there ever anybody that really thinks they're talking?
You mean like loses it?
Like, and they start talking to it?
Yeah, there's been a handful. That's what every Hollywood movie is all about. That's what the movie Magic was all about.
I love Magic. I was going to bring that up. Yeah, I love. Boy, that was a good thriller.
And it was Anne Margaret right at the kind of the. She was still hot-ish, depending on your age. You know what somebody pointed out to me the other day? Oh, it was an Instagram. They said when you're watching Gilligan's Island, you know, as a kid, it's like there's only two hot ones in there. But now, as we've gotten older, there was a third choice in there at 60.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. Howell, not looking bad right now.
That's
you know what I did with AI? I took Mrs. Howell from a screenshot from one of the episodes and told ChatGPT to show what she would look like in modern hair and modern makeup. Not bad.
Really?
Oh, yeah, not bad.
Wow. You gotta admit, though, you guys are all kind of wise guys, aren't you? That's like your alter ego.
Well,
You're deceitful. That's what you are. You're deceitful.
That's it. But you know what I like to describe it as? I love what I do because, unlike a straight monologist, I can get on stage and argue a point. Right. I can point and counterpoint, and I can discuss any subject, and if the dummy says one side that's not quite right, I can argue back, and people walk away going, I don't know what where he stands on that issue because he gave us both sides.
That's right.
You have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right?
No. You assume everybody's got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
No, you have one, right?
Yeah, they took it away. No, I never had one. I never had. You know, if you could get a star for potential alone, I would have one.
All right, let me tell you what happened. I happen to have one. I don't know how. So I think it's the philanthropy. You actually have to be philanthropic to get one.
I'll never get one.
Okay, so here's what happened. So they said you can bring, you know, please invite 2 celebrity friends to come to the the star thing. And I thought, okay, what am I going to do? So I thought, why in the world wouldn't I invite one of my idols in comedy? And so I wrote Steve Martin a letter.
Oh, man.
And I said, Dear Steve, my name is Jeff Dunham, comedian, ventriloquist, getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They said I can bring 2 celebrities. And they said to get one of your idols. And I was wondering, since Carson is dead now, would you take his place? And he wrote me a very nice email back and said no.
Just no.
Yeah, just no. So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So do you remember the exact time and moment when you drove away from Connecticut to go to Los Angeles to seek fame and fortune?
I was so excited.
How old were you?
I was 23.
And what was the plan?
Well, the plan was not very extensive. The plan was to go out with my buddy, John, from college. He graduated a year after me. I waited.
Graduated from?
College. That's
where?
What, Sacred Heart University in Connecticut.
Right.
Business school. And, oh man, that's nice. So my plan was to go out there and just do stand-up. And my friend John, I kind of talked him into going out there with me because he wanted to see the West Coast too.
So Los Angeles, not New York. Hey, and you've been doing stand-up in New York, right?
No.
No?
I went to New York and I was so terrified by the clubs there and the comics that they had. You know, I was too afraid to do it there. So I went out to Los Angeles.
So you didn't even do stand-up in New York?
No.
And wow, no Second City, no?
Not initially, I didn't do it there.
Okay.
But because it terrified me. The rooms were really small and people were smoking, and the comics in New York kind of brashy, like Richard Belzer and even Larry David was there. So I went out to LA. But the hardest thing was I have a brother who's 16 years younger than me.
Right.
And he was probably around 5 or 6 at the time. And when we were leaving, he was really sad.
Right.
And he chased after us in the bike.
Oh,
And
no.
I turned around and I could see him pedaling as hard as he could.
Oh, no.
And crying. And I just,
What
to
about
this day, I think about it and it crushes me. But that was the sacrifice I made.
And what about your parents?
They were running behind him. Yeah, my parents, I have great parents. I was lucky. Your parents good?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. They were until they died.
Oh. My father, for example, when I moved out here, you know, you don't go home right away because you don't have any money and you're trying to do stand-up.
Right.
So I was getting homesick after like 6 months, you know. So I called my father on a payphone. I said, Dad, I don't know what to do. I really want to come home, or I got enough money for the first and last month in this crappy apartment. And I thought he was going to say, come on home.
Right.
He said, Kev, you're a big boy. Stay out there and give it a shot.
Wow.
As much as I knew he wanted me to come home.
Right.
And I forever thanked him for that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what year was that?
That was around 1978. And it was a really great time to be in Hollywood. It was kind of like the crest of the wave for comedy.
Sure.
I would go to the Improv and I would see comics like Andy Kaufman would be on.
Right.
I would see Robin Williams would come in from Mork and Mindy with his suspenders on.
Yep.
And Letterman. And I mean, Albert Brooks came down and did a spot once. Steve Martin. I mean, it's a great place to be.
So I know everybody always asks this question and I always hate it. So what was you were doing stand-up, so when did it finally happen?
Well, I think the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. I was so nervous. I had sweat coming out of parts of my body where I never had sweat come out of before.
Yeah. So then, when did SNL come along and how'd that happen?
SNL came along 2 years later.
Only 2 years.
Yeah, I was not even, you know, wanting SNL. I wasn't even like interested. You know, I'm a stand-up. That's all I want to do is a stand-up and a ventriloquist.
And you look back on that as fun or really a lot of work?
Highlight of my career. Forget the Tonight Show with Carson.
So not this moment right now?
No, it was fun.
This moment is not the highlight?
No. This is not. This is just brutal. Out of all your puppets, you call them puppets?
Dummies, puppets.
Dummies, puppets.
Characters.
Dolls.
Yes.
Out of all of them, which one, and I hope this is not too personal, which one is the most comfortable for your hand? Which one?
I thought that question was going where everybody else asks.
No.
The most comfortable for my hand.
Yeah, I mean, working the controls.
It may be Walter. He's just easy. He has eyebrows, a mouth, and a moving head, and that's it. Ahmed is a nightmare. Because Ahmed has this giant, heavy head that I have to hold up, and there's four or five different
oh my God, yeah, the skeleton.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look how nice this looks up in here.
Yeah, this is great. You know, we said it before. It's so crazy. We're not far from Los Angeles, which is all cement and people and cars. And it's so sad how many kids grew up in Los Angeles never seeing this.
Yeah,
I know. And it's not very far away.
No, it's not. But let's not tell them because I like it like this.
Right, we'll just keep it a secret.
Yeah. So what are you doing the rest of the day?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a meeting at my warehouse to talk about how to push my new car show a little harder.
And that's
Jeff Dunham's The Cars That Drove Us.
Drove us, yeah.
It's a mouthful.
The Cars That Drove Us.
Yeah. Well, this has been a great, Kevin. I'm very impressed with what you do and how many guests you've had, and thank you for including me. This has just been really fun.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Good luck to all of you guys. You've heard every ventriloquist thing, I'm sure, in the world. You know.
Almost. You asked an original one after me doing this for 50-something years. Which is the easiest one on your hand, the most comfortable on your hand? Great.
In the pandemic, did you have to wear rubber gloves?
Oh no. Not for the dummies.
Thank you, Jeff Dunham. That was an excellent hike. Hey, if you haven't seen Jeff Dunham perform with his dolls, you cannot miss it. Go to his website, jeffdunham.com, and grab a couple and do yourself a favor. Also, don't miss his new series. Yeah, Jeff Dunham, The Cars That Drove Us. Some of you probably thinking, why didn't he bring all the puppets? You know, where's Walter? Where's Joe Bubba? And you know, all the other ones. These things are dolls. You're not gonna be bringing dolls on a hike. It's just more to carry. Okay, I gotta be transparent with you guys. I was not talking on this hike. That was not my voice you were hearing. I'm sorry, I hate to fool you, but you know what? It was really
Me, Jeff Dunham, the whole time. Right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right.
If you enjoyed my hike, then prove it. Subscribe, follow, like, share, and we'll maybe catch you on the next switchback. Happy trails.